Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about the infamous Jack the Ripper and all the history involved. Subscribe now and become a fellow detective in the twilight hours. Hit the notification bell and be the first to unravel the mysteries that await. Connect with our community in the comments section, where theories are shared and enigmas are discussed. Jack the Ripper is a notorious serial killer who terrorized London in the early 1900s. He was responsible for a series of brutal murders that have puzzled investigators to this day. In this video, we'll delve into the details of Jack the Ripper's life, the evidence that surrounds his case, and the theories surrounding his motives. The sensational nature of the crimes the victims were raped and mutilated, and the fact that they remained unsolved has generated hundreds of books, articles, and stories propounding various theories about the identity of the Ripper. Some of the more bizarre involve the Russian secret police, Masonic conspiracies, or members of the royal family. In their enthusiasm to validate a cherished theory, many otherwise reputable writers falsified evidence. One of the most persistent myths is that the spiritualist and clairvoyant Robert James Lees had given the police advanced knowledge of the crimes and identified the murderer through clairvoyant powers. This continuing story stemmed from a hoax article in the Chicago Sunday Times Herald, April 28, 1895, and was repeated in London newspapers. One constant theme throughout the speculative volumes, however, is that the murderer was someone with medical knowledge because of the skillful mutilations. Among the many books, that by British author Melvin Harris, Jack the Ripper, The Bloody Truth, 1987, has particular interest because of the occult connections it draws. Harris advances a convincing case that the Ripper was Dr. Rosalind Donston, born Robert Donston Stevenson, a journalist and medical man obsessed with the occult. Donston himself wrote articles claiming to know the true identity of Jack the Ripper. He also claimed to know exactly how the crimes were committed and stated that they were part of a black magic ritual. In his writings, Donston used the pseudonym Tautry Delta. One of these articles was published in the April 1896 issue of the journal Borderland, edited by spiritualist W.T. Stead. In a foreword to the article, Stead writes that the author prefers to be known by his hermetic name of Tautry Delta, and also states, "The writer has been known to me for many years. He is one of the most remarkable persons I ever met. For more than a year, I was under the impression that he was the veritable Jack the Ripper, an impression which I believe was shared by the police, who, at least once, had him under arrest. Although as he completely satisfied them, they liberated him without bringing him into court." In the article itself, Tautry Delta claims to have studied occultism under the novelist Bulwer Lytton, celebrated for his occult stories, and to have witnessed or taken part in extraordinary occult phenomena in France, Italy, India, and Africa. Donston lived in London's Whitechapel, where the Ripper murders took place. In the same lodging house where theosophist Mabel Collins and her occultist friend Victoria Creamers lived. Collins became infatuated with Donston, but subsequently experienced fear and revulsion around him. She once told Creamers about something Donston said to her and showed her, and said, "I believe Donston is Jack the Ripper." Creamers had noticed a large black box in Donston's room, and one day, while the doctor was out, she looked inside the box. She found some books and also some black ties that had dry, dull stains at the back. She thought the stains might be blood. All these references are detailed by Melvin Harris in his book, and he also cites an unsigned article by Donston that reinforces Crowley's claim that the murders were a black magic operation. The article is titled "Who's the Whitechapel Demon?" by one who thinks he knows and propounds in detail a black magic theory about the murders. Stemming from occultist Lefesle's work Le Dogme Ritual de la Hut Magic, Donston's precise knowledge of the methods and intentions of the murders, impudently combined with false clues, while posing as an investigator of the crimes, makes a strong case that he was Jack the Ripper, as W.T. Stead, Victoria Creamers, and Mabel Collins suspected. Are you ready to step into the realm of the unknown? The Twilight Detective invites you to become a part of our community. Let the mysteries of the night unfold before your eyes. Welcome to the Twilight, where every shadow has a story. Stay vigilant, detectives. The Twilight awaits your discovery.